Hey everybody, it's Brandon, the Weekend Cruiser, where I go on a weekend cruise just about every weekend. But this past week, I was spending my time on Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady. Now, this is going to be the first video in a series of videos about my experience on Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady. Now, as many of you know, I have been loyal to Royal for a while now, for years actually, and I have never strayed away. I've never gone to another cruise line, but I felt comfortable making the decision to say, you know what, let me try out Virgin and see how it is. Honestly, I hadn't heard much about it other than, a lot of people say that they had mixed reviews on it, but y'all, I'll tell you, it was a really nice cruise line. I was very pleasantly surprised, and quite frankly, I don't have a lot of mixed reviews for it. I really enjoyed it. So let me go over the top 5 things that I liked most about Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady. The first is going to be the music on the ship. Now, they have a resident DJ, which is normal for a cruise line, but their DJ played actually really good music. It was, specific to a more modern time, if you will. So it was more age appropriate for somebody like myself. It was a lot of hip hop, R&B, music that was really entertaining, really good, that I think that I'd hear on the radio to a top 40 station if I came to my car. So I really enjoyed the music. And I must say, it was a breath of fresh air to not hear Sweet Caroline the entire cruise, to not hear the Macarena, or whatever the slide to the left song of the week may be. It was amazing not to hear these staple cruise line songs for the entire week, and we could actually listen to normal music. The second thing that I really liked about the Scarlet Lady was the ship decor. So the design of this ship is very modern, it's very contemporary, and it showed in every aspect of this cruise ship. They had a really good eye for design when they were building out this ship. Now the rooms, I think, are a little bit different of a story, so you'll have to watch my room tour to check out my thoughts on the room. I think that's a little bit different, but the common spaces were absolutely beautiful to me. Every room had a really nice, elegant feel to it, but it wasn't a stuffy, elegant feel, if you will. It was, all the sections were designed in a lounge style format to really help facilitate conversations as well as meeting other people. So when you're walking through these spaces, everybody looked extremely relaxed, having a good time, enjoying that great music that I just talked about, with a bar close by. I mean, it was really easy, really convenient to get around and find the different areas that you could relax, get to know some people, and enjoy yourself. My third favorite spot was the dock. Now, the dock is at the very aft section of the ship, and it's gonna have, I don't know if they're called couches at this point, but they were places where you could lay down. You have chairs that you can sit in, you have tables you can eat at, but they would have food back here that you could grab and go. So they had them in reusable containers, but I would grab an acai bowl, I'd grab some granola, and I'd go take that out first thing in the morning. Normally I had the entire place to myself when I was back there, but it was a great place to start the day relaxing, and it's just absolutely beautiful back there overlooking the wake with some good food to go with. I also found this on embarkation day, and it was a fantastic spot to be able to look over into Port Miami or into downtown Miami as well. The alternative to this, and part of my third favorite still, is Deck 7 has some wonderful outdoor spaces mid-ship as well. So again, a very lounging style, places to hang out, normally shaded and very quiet. So there's actually no music in this area, which I found interesting, but it kind of was nice to be able to escape that. If you didn't want to hear music for a while, maybe read a book, this is a great spot that you can go, get some of the breeze, be in the shade, and really just unwind and relax. The fourth thing that I really appreciated on Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady was that the entertainment was fantastic. And now, so when I go on other cruise lines, and Royal Caribbean for this one, I am not always the target guest profile that they made or designed an entertainment show for. There's things that I just don't care for, and because it wasn't necessarily built with me, the guest in mind. It was built for a different type of guest. On Virgin Scarlet Lady, I was the target profile. I was the person that they were making and building this entertainment for, and it really showed. I really resonated with every show that they had. It was progressive. It talked about taboo topics. It pushed the envelope, I thought, in a tasteful way, but it really was more targeted to people who, I think I heard some folks on the ships calling it more progressive, more open-minded, whatever have you. But I really appreciated the shows and the variety of the shows that they had as well. They incorporated different style shows, and even their theater had some different ways of being set up so that they could accommodate different styles. So they did one that was more of a Circus Olay act, followed by one that was more of an off-Broadway style show. And then they had a smaller stage where you could go to see more of a one-woman show that they had a couple of things going. But they were all super good, always very interactive. Even Dual Reality tried to bring the audience into the experience, but they kept me going. I wanted to go back and see more because they were all so different. The fifth thing that I really liked about the Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady was the food was fantastic. I was not expecting this food to be as good as it was. And I think I had a very quick epiphany when it was embarkation day and I was walking around looking for food, and quite frankly, I was expecting hot dogs and hamburgers from the Windjammer. That is just what I'm used to. That's what I was expecting they were going to serve. And I just happened to stumble upon the dock at the very after the ship where, you know, you just heard that I loved this section to be able to hang out there, and saw that they served food. And so I sat down and I was like, hey, y'all are serving food? And they said, yeah. And they showed me the menu. And I was blown away. They had on there goat cheese salad, grilled octopus, grilled shrimp, hanger steak. And I'm just like, what, for embarkation day lunch? That seems a little nice. And so I ordered, and it came out in very small tapas style, but it was still plenty of food that I ordered. And it was fantastic. That's where my mind went off and said, oh wow, I might be on a different style ship because they're serving me grilled octopus at embarkation day lunch when I'm used to hamburgers and hot dogs. That theme absolutely carried through to the brunches that I had in the restaurants, the dinners I was having, the presentation of their food, I mean, was just, it would blow me away, especially in the test kitchen. The presentation of the food was absolutely exquisite, and it tasted just as good. I can't tell you guys how good this food really was, but you got to get on there and try it. But trust me, you are going to love the food on Virgin Voyages. And by the way, all of those specialty restaurants, they are included in the cruise fare. So you don't have to pay any extra to have that high-end, real special experience. All right, everyone, this is Brandon, the Weekend Cruiser, hoping you understand why I really loved my time on Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady, and hope to see you on a weekend cruise soon.